Hello students, this is Shweta Roy. This video is for Chapter 6, Part 1, Weather and Climate. In this video, we are going to discuss about weather, climate and climate zones. So these are some of the topics which we are going to cover in this video. So our first topic is weather. The temporary conditions of the atmosphere of a place is called weather. That means weather is not permanent condition, it is a short time condition. Also, the weather of a place may change daily. So you can understand that this is a short term condition of a place which can be changed daily. Our next topic is climate. Now, climate is the average pattern of a particular place over a long period of time. And it takes years to change the climate of a place. Here we have difference between weather and climate. So weather is the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place. It can change day to day. It is the short time condition of a place. Whereas climate is the average weather condition at a specific place over a longer period of time. So when we take example of weather, a rainy day describes weather. So weather can be rainy day, it can be sunny day, and it can change in short term. In short period it can change. Today if it is rainy, all of a sudden it can be sunny. So that is weather. But if we take the example of climate, a rainy season describes the climate. So it is for a longer period and it is a weather condition at a specific place. Here you can see there is a report, my weather report. So this is an activity for you. Some of the weather conditions are mentioned above. You can see sunny, cloudy, showers, thunderstorms, windy, foggy, snowy. These are some of the weather conditions which are mentioned. And what you need to do in this activity, you need to put a date, you need to put the day of the week, you need to write what is the weather type, like if it is sunny, if it is cloudy, if it is raining, if it is windy, if thunderstorms are there, showers are there. So this kind of weather condition you need to write. Now you need to write the temperatures, whether the temperature is high or the temperature is low. You need to write the rainfall, if there is rainfall, yes or no. Write sunrise and sunset. That means what was the time for sunrise and what was the time for sunset. So these are some of the informations which you need to mention in this activity. So do this activity. Minimum 3 dates should be there. That means the weather report of minimum 3 days should be mentioned. So do this activity. Now the next topic after weather and climate, we have climate zones. Now we will understand what are these climate zones. See, the earth has been divided into different zones. And these zones are on the basis of its climate and vegetation. So here in the picture you can see, as we have already discussed and learned about the latitudes. So we have some of the important latitudes here, which is 0 degree equator. Then we have Tropic of Cancer, which is 23.5 degree north. Then we have Arctic Circle, which is 66.5 degree north. When we go towards south, we have Tropic of Tropic of Capricorn, which is on 23.5 degree south. Then we have Antarctic Circle, which is on 66.5 degrees south. So we have these important latitudes, and on the basis of these latitudes only we will find out the different climate zones. So here you can see near the equator you have red color zones, which is torrid zones. Red color zones near the equator, near the 0 degree latitude, is torrid zone. Then you can see temperate zone, which is in green color, and it is in northern hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere. So we have two parts of temperate zone, northern temperate zone and southern temperate zone. After that, towards poles, near to the poles, you can see frigid zone. So near to the north pole you have northern frigid zone, and near to the south pole you have southern frigid zone. So basically we have three climate zones, that is torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. Here you can see the important parallels of latitude, and you can compare both the pictures for better understanding of climate zones. So near to equator you have torrid zone, near to Tropic of Cancer, that means from Tropic of Cancer till Arctic Circle you have temperate zone, and from Tropic of Capricorn till Antarctic Circle you have a southern temperate zone, and in the blue color beyond Arctic Circle and beyond Antarctic Circle you have frigid zone. So these are the climate zones. Now we will discuss about the climate zones one by one. So the first climate zone which we are going to discuss is torrid zone. So the torrid zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This torrid zone is the hottest region of the earth, which receives direct rays of the sun throughout the year. The meaning of the word torrid is hot. Torrid means hot. And this torrid zone is also known as tropical zones. So you can see it is near to equator. It is near to 0-degree equator, and this is the hottest region of the earth. Why it is hottest? Because it receives direct rays of the sun throughout the year, and that is why it is the hottest region of the earth. Here you can see in the picture, the middle one, orange color portion, is the torrid zone. So you can see from Tropic of Cancer till Tropic of Capricorn, we have torrid zone, which is the hottest region of the earth. Why it is hottest? Because it receives direct rays of the sun throughout the year. Whole year, the direct rays of sun is received by this torrid zone. Next we have temperate zone. Now this temperate zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the north and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the south. So we have northern temperate zone and southern temperate zone. Now this temperate zone receives slanting rays of the sun. It receives much less heat than the torrid zone. As you know, the torrid zone receives the direct sun rays. But here you can see the temperate zone is receiving the slanting rays of the sun. And because of that, the climate remains mild throughout the year. Here you can see in the picture and understand that the temperate zones, which is in blue color, the temperate zones are receiving the slanting rays of the sun, and thus it has mild climate throughout the year. Next we have frigid zone. Now this frigid zone lies beyond the Arctic Circle in the north and beyond the Antarctic Circle in the south. Now sun never rises above the horizon in this area. It gets least amount of heat, and thus it is the coldest regions of the earth. Here in the picture you can see the frigid zone, which is in blue color, beyond the Arctic Circle in the north and beyond the Antarctic Circle in the south. So these are the frigid zones, and the sun never rises above the horizon in these areas, and thus they get least amount of heat, and they are the coldest regions of the earth. You can see some pictures of the frigid zones. Here you can see in this picture how the earth is getting the sunlight. So you can see on the equator it is getting the direct sunlight, and in the temperate zone it will get the slanting sun rays. But when we talk about the poles, you can see at a time one pole is getting the sunlight. That means if you see this here in this picture, you can see the north pole is getting the sunlight, but the south pole is not getting the sunlight. So these north pole and south poles are the reasons which remains dark for continuous 6 months. So for 6 months, South Pole will get the sunlight, and for 6 months, the North Pole will get the sunlight. This is because of the revolution of the earth. The earth revolve around the sun, and thus when there is the South Pole is towards the sun, it will get the sunlight, and when North Pole is towards the sun, the North Pole will get the sunlights. I hope you all understood all the topics taught in this video. Thank you.